Episode 2 was supposed to be primarily about the backstory. How did we get here? What events led to this situation? What could have been done to better prepare for it, etc. But local events here in town have rapidly outpaced my ability to tell this story in the order that I wanted to. We had a protest here on Sunday, April 19th, where a couple thousand individuals showed up saying they were sick of being locked down. Now, what it really was a Trump rally without Donald Trump. But they're using this virus and this crisis as an excuse to kind of vent their anger at Jay Inslee, who they call a tyrant, who they think is trying to take away our rights. Well, I heard Tim Eyman, you know, the $30 car tab guy, was going to be there. He's also running for governor. So I wanted to get a word. Imagine my shock and surprise to find that out of these couple thousand people who showed up for this event, hardly anybody was wearing a mask. They weren't taking precautions. They aren't even taking it seriously. So let's take a look at the Hazardous Liberty Defend Our Constitution rally held at the Olympia City Capitol in Washington State on April 19th, 2020, and you be the judge.
The crazy thing is, I didn't even get to the event yet, and I already discovered a couple guys ready to throw down and beat each other up.
One way or the other.
Thank you, Gregg.
Got it.
Rotten hell, you fucking Nazi. Yep. Hit it up. Hey, that's assault.
Hawking a loogie at a guy during a deadly plague? He might as well have taken a shot at him with a gun.
Yeah, come on, motherfucker.
This idiot should be in jail. There were a lot of people letting off steam today.
Okay, here we are, April 19th, 2020. We're on the steps of the Capitol building right now. There's a lot of pent-up frustration and anger. People are tired of being locked down. You can tell, you can hear it. This is the things they keep saying. There's a lot of people out of work. They're desperate. And fuck that whole social distancing for the day.
And everyone had something to say.
This government put my pastor behind an iPad. Behind an iPad. Open the churches and close the government.
What brought you down here today?
Pretty much I'm just sick and...
Tyranny brought me down here
yes.
today.
I'm just sick and tired of tyrannical government here in Washington State, where they're passing bills behind our backs, from selling baby parts behind our backs, pretty much trying to take away our Second Amendment rights. And Jay Inslee has the gall to actually sign a bill behind our back, allowing children as young as kindergarten to learn about sexual education. That is disgusting, and he should be ashamed of himself. He's the real problem in the state, and he's also the real danger to the American public. What he needs to do is he needs to get his tyrannical ass out of that office and let somebody who's actually capable of running this country do their job.
Is Donald Trump on your side on this one?
I think he is on our side. I got his support 110%. We don't have to agree with him on everything that he says, but he's right about one thing. Our own government is conspiring to try to take us over, and we're not going to stand by and let them do it.
Wow, there's a lot of people here. I'm feeling like social distancing isn't really happening right now. But don't tell anybody. Don't tell Jay Inslee.
Craziness, man. We got to get back to work. People are going to die from depression, from alcoholism.
This has been a slow walk to get to this point. And the government is using this crisis now as an excuse to continue to lock us down. I'm done.
Oh look, of course, there's some anti-vaxxers here.
They're trying to take our rights. They're trying to tell us what we can and can't do. People are not working. They're trying to mandate vaccines on us. If they force mandate medicine, a lot of people are going to die. It's going to thin the herd.
So question, if they develop a vaccine for this coronavirus, will you not take it?
Hell no.
You won't take it?
No. Neither will my family.
How do you think Jay Inslee's handling this whole situation?
He's not. He's tyrannical. He wants to take away everybody's rights. He's bad. He's no good.
Huh, maybe her friend will be more rational.
I promise you, this will all pan out to be no different mortality than the flu, and we didn't take away our God-given rights for that. There's no reason for this.
So the government comes up with a vaccine for coronavirus tomorrow. Would you or would you not take it?
Not for $1 billion.
We're right in the smack dab in the middle of kind of the most modern plague to hit the planet since, I guess, the Spanish flu in 1918. And so there's some frustration here.
Our governor is an idiot, and we want to get rid of him.
Yeah, I'd like to go buy some ammo. He just released a bunch of prisoners.
Do you give Inslee any credit at all for being proactive or whatever? So what is it going to take for us to get past this, do you think? What's the next move?
Get out the vote.
Get out the vote.
Make sure that everybody.
Mail-ins.
We don't need mail-ins, really. Vote Trump, Pence, and Tim Eyman.
We're opening the country back up, whether he says we are or not.
I'm not from Olympia.
How do you feel about the turnout?
I think it's great. I think there's a lot of patriots that are standing up for our rights.
What would you say to Jay Inslee if he was watching you right now?
Open up our country. And you're fired, dude. You are just flat fired, okay? You might keep us shut down. Come November, you are out of that White House.
Yeah, he's not at the White House.
Hey, I seen that movie, Red Dawn. I'm feeling it, bro. I want you on my damn side. All right, tell me what brought you down here today.
Just the First Amendment of the Constitution, the Second Amendment of the Constitution. Our freedoms are at stake.
All right, if you had Jay Inslee right here on the other side of this camera looking at you right now, what would you tell Jay Inslee, our governor?
I don't think I can say it on camera. I disagree that he tries to label people expressing their freedoms as criminals, and he's letting criminals out and letting illegals come in here in our country. He does everything backwards. I'd have a lot to say to him, but I'd have to think about it and probably write it down first.
The crowd continued to grow. Masks were nowhere to be seen, but I found the leader of this angry mob. Look, everyone, it's Tim Eyman.
All right, hey, hi, we're here with Tim Eyman. What brought you down here today, sir?
I just think there's thousands of people all throughout the state of Washington who are just sick and tired of their governor making all these unilateral decisions. Stay at home is the same thing as stay home and starve. There is just simply too many people that just cannot go this long without actually being able to earn a living. And I don't think that Jay Inslee understands that, because he's living in this ivory tower where he gets regular haircuts and has a huge salary, and it doesn't cost him anything. But for hundreds of thousands of people, they're struggling right now. And as they say over and over again, hey, come on, allow us to be able to live and be able to have our livelihoods, because we can have safety, we can have liberty, and we can have a strong economy. We do not have to choose between these things. You just need to elect people that respect all three of those. Unfortunately, Jay Inslee, by what he's done, hasn't made us more safe. He's made us less safe, because what he's done is he's forgotten you need to have all three. You have to have your constitutional rights, you have to have a strong economy, and you do have to have safety as well. You have to have all three. And by him throwing out our constitutional rights, throwing out our right to be able to earn a living, he's made us less safe. And I think that they need to elect somebody new if they're going to have anything change.
Would that be you? Would you consider running for governor?
I'm already running for governor against them, and I think at the end of the day, the voters need a choice, a real choice, somebody who actually respects the Constitution, respects the people's right to be able to earn a living, and make sure that people are safe. I just think it's nuts, it's crazy, and we need somebody new, and I just think Jay Inslee's got to go.
Well, thank you, sir. Best of luck to you. Great turnout today.
Hey, thank you, man.
Is it just me, or did everyone else notice that he's not wearing a mask?
Remember Antifa? Remember them, fuck you, Gregg, Zart? And the Antifa, and I was clowning them for wearing a mask, and now what do I do 24/7? Wear a damn mask. I look like some Antifa idiot right now. We all look like Antifa idiots. Isn't that the definition of irony?
And that's why we fly the flag of freedom. Though we are not afraid to say we'll defend it all the way. We are not afraid to defend the cause of freedom. No, we are not afraid to defend
the cause of freedom. Thank you.
Did I mention there's a few thousand people here, nobody social distancing, and very few people wearing masks?
The people's champ is back in the White House. This is Republican. America is back. Soldier. This is the chicken soldier. America's back.
All right, well that's a wrap. Bunch of passionate people, and it seems to me like there was some venting going on. I think people are going to sleep better tonight. I know I will.
Let's get real about life here. This pandemic isn't any worse than any other flu season.
Well, a brother that I'm just meeting named Gregg Zart, he's been producing this, and I want to thank him, and I want to say God bless America.
Sweeping, who the fuck is sneezing? Who the fuck is coughing? Who the fuck is breathing? Who the fuck is talking? Why is he still speaking on coronavirus? Are you still streaming all over my devices? Why the fuck you sneezing? Why the fuck you coughing? 15-0, a miracle. Who's talking?
The most infectious.
Social distancing.